So, what food do you like now that you absolutely hated as a kid? Let me know in the comments down below. I know for me, this is something I really gave some thought to because, in all honesty, your girl has always been a very picky eater. However, I will say ever since I hit 30, for some reason, my palate has transformed. Are we grown-ups now? Maybe. It just really gives I am an adult now. I am eating so many different things that I never could have ever fathomed myself being able to consume. And I know for me, a lot of times things have always been very much, is it seasoned or is it a texture problem? That has always been my thing, and that's still kind of my thing now, but it's a little bit different. If you guys are new here, my name is Jasmine, and occasionally I do a series called Revisiting the 90s in My Childhood, where I reflect on different experiences and share my favorite things from the 90s with them being a 90s kid. I also create other content like food reviews, dating drama advice, and I share unpopular opinions. So if any of these topics interest you, feel free to check those playlists out. They will be linked down below in the description box. Let's jump into the foods that I hated that I currently love now. Firstly, olives. I absolutely did not like the way olives looked. I don't do holes. That's not my gig. Olives were always a aesthetic thing. The way that they looked, I was not a fan of. I would never naturally eat them on my own. But now, I eat them in salad, on pizza, when I make my little fancy concoctions. Absolutely love them down. Mushrooms. For the mushrooms, it was an aesthetic thing, the way that they looked, and it was a texture thing. They were very chewy, very gummy. I feel like the only time I really had mushrooms was on pizza, but now your girl puts them in tacos, burritos, on burgers, in my little casserole dishes, in pasta. They really just can't complete a meal, I must say. Very filling. Banana pudding. Surprisingly, I did not like banana pudding. It was a mixture of things. I was never a fan of pudding in general for some reason. I think it was because whenever I've had pudding, it definitely gave very much milk, and I don't like milk. One thing that still stuck with me is I don't particularly care for milk. When I got older, I started making banana pudding for my husband. I found a recipe, I made it, then when I tasted it, I was like, oh, your girl can make banana pudding now and it's good. Because there are some things that I will make him and I do not touch. I can make cheesecake, I will not touch it. That's all him. I will give it completely to him. I'm not eating any of it. But yeah, banana pudding. It was also the issue of the cookie texture with the pudding texture with the bananas. I did not like that when I was a kid, but now absolutely love it. I love it warm. I love it cold. It's all good. Soft tacos. I did not like soft tacos. I've always been a hard tacos girl. Now, I can go either way, but before, I did not want to eat them at all. I did not like, I don't know, it just gave me a soggy appeal, but now I don't mind it. I can eat soft tacos and it's not a problem. Carrot cake. I'm not going to say I like carrots as a kid. I just always ate them if I never had anything else to eat or because I had to, with some ranch. To me, when I was a child, all I thought was carrots are healthy. I don't like the way carrots taste, therefore I'm not going to eat carrot cake. Now that I'm older, carrot cake is good. Cream cheese, hated it. Absolutely hated it. Just recently, literally this year, I realized I like cream cheese. And that is because I watched TikTok. I watched a couple of TikToks and then I hopped on YouTube and I found some cream cheese salad recipes. Made the little cucumber cream cheese salad and ended up really enjoying it. I realized, oh, cream cheese is not that bad. Now, I will say I like I think it was either the sour cream and onion chive one. I'll put it on the screen, whichever one it is, but that's the one that I like. Mashed potatoes. I did not like mashed potatoes because it always gave me somebody chewed on it and then spit it out and was trying to feed me like I was a baby bird that couldn't digest stuff. But now that I'm older, I can tolerate them, especially if I have some ranch. I can tolerate them. Greens. I hated greens. I would always push them around on my plate to make it look like I ate some. Whenever I had some put on my plate, oh, you want me to eat some? Let me just shove it around. Make it look like I did something with it, because I didn't. I did not touch any of those. But now, greens are good. Probably one of my favorite green foods. Specifically, I think I told y'all before, but I love the Glories in a can and the Margaret Holmes in a can. Love it. Love it. Tasty. That's actually one thing I want to teach myself how to make is good greens. Tomatoes. I did not eat tomatoes. It always had to be in the form of tomato sauce. I remember my grandmother used to make rice, salmon croquettes, and she would just cook some diced tomatoes in a can. Now, this is the thing that I realized once I got older. I started experimenting with diced tomatoes, and I actually liked them. But the thing that I realized, she wasn't seasoning them. And I was like, Grandma, you were black. Why were you not seasoning your food? And that's how I realized the problem was there was a lack of seasoning. Please forgive me, grandmother. But, it was not appealing to the palate. It was given very much dry. It was given very much, this is just bare bones. There is no flavor. There is no, something to amplify this. It's just giving, you really popped it straight out of the box. Popped it straight out of the can and you fed it to me. The only thing that was good was the salmon croquettes. Again, I shoved the rice. I shoved the tomatoes around my plate to act like I ate some. I did not. Meatloaf. With meatloaf, it was a seasoning problem as well as a texture problem. Because I've learned that a lot of people make their meatloaf different. And I recently made meatloaf this year. And I was pleasantly happy with the results. For example, some people put bread in their meatloaf, not a fan. Some people put egg, I can take it or leave it. But a lot of times I feel like when I look back and reflect on foods that I did not like, I believe it was because of the way people made it. They either didn't put enough seasoning in it, didn't season it at all, or they were adding something weird to something that, in my opinion, shouldn't have been in it. I digress. Chili. I did not like chili because of the beans, and I didn't really eat beans as a kid at all. They weren't beans. The only thing I ate that was like bean pea was black eyed peas. That is literally the only thing I ate. I didn't eat lima beans, kidney beans, black beans. I did not do beans at all. I don't know why, but I didn't. But I assume it was a flavor issue, apart from it being a texture issue. Salmon. Whenever I ate salmon, it always tasted bland. And I just assumed it was a healthy fish that just could not take any seasoning. I always used to be very bewildered as to why it did not have any flavor except the salmon fish taste. So then, when I started living with my husband, we were just boyfriend and girlfriend, he made me salmon one day, and it opened my world because I told him, I was like, normally I don't like salmon. And he was like, you'll like mine. And I tried it, and I was like, what did you do to it? And I watched him, and I'm like, people aren't seasoning the salmon. That's just like whenever we go to a restaurant and I order salmon, it's very rare that people season it. It's very light or lemony. I need seasoning. I need some flavors. I need something there. Unless it's like Cajun. People always drop the ball with salmon. So I'm like, I have to make it myself, or I trust my husband, because not everybody makes good salmon. Or people be like, oh, let's eat salmon. Or let's eat it. And then when I taste it, it's bland. The other thing, balsamic vinaigrette. Literally 2 weeks ago, right? And this has become like a staple meal. We're going to the fruit market tomorrow to get some. But this is like a staple go-to snack right now for us. Originally, we got the balsamic vinaigrette because we've been experimenting with making different types of salad with the cream cheese and then with the other veggies and stuff. So One day late at night, I was like, I'm really hungry. My husband was hungry. I'm like, I really want some food, but I want nothing heavy because I'm low-key trying not to eat late in general, but I'm also just trying not to eat anything heavy. So I was like, I'll just make some cucumber and tomato salad with a little bit of shredded mozzarella on it. I'm gonna pick a healthy dressing, so I picked up the balsamic vinaigrette, baby. I'm gonna put up the one on the screen that I got, and I'm gonna also leave a link down below because you can buy it at Amazon. Listen, life changing. It tastes so good. It's like a mixture of Italian dressing and raspberry vinaigrette, if that makes sense. It tastes so freaking good. And normally, every time I've had the balsamic dressing, it's always been either very bitter or I just didn't like it. Like, it wasn't salty enough. Normally, it was at a restaurant. Usually, I don't like the house blend vinaigrettes. They usually don't taste that great to me. But this one, pure perfection. The reviews are reviewing. It is very good. I highly recommend it. If you're looking or want to try it, it's so delish. Honest opinion, it's so good. I never thought I would actually like something like that because I've always hated it every time I've tried it. But this, highly recommend. The other thing that I absolutely did not like was mustard. Did not like the tang. It was very strong for me. And it's so crazy when I think about it because whenever I would eat my beef hot dogs, I would just do ketchup. Or sometimes I would do ketchup and relish. But now that I'm older, I am completely okay with eating a burnt hot dog, beef hot dog with mustard on it, and I don't need nothing else. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, maybe some mustard or like some Detroit chili, but yeah, I really could just go with mustard and that's it, and it's good to go. And I put mustard in a lot of stuff. I don't know, the palate has transformed and I feel very grown up. I really feel that it's really giving adult. I never really would have thought that I would have liked these things, but I do. And it's so crazy to look back and think about how I was very I don't want that. Texture's weird. Doesn't taste seasoned.
It looks weird.
And now this is good. I could eat this.
Add that to the cart,
Let me know in the comments down below, what foods did you hate as a kid that you actually enjoy eating right now as an adult? Because I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm always so curious about how people have grown and changed from their younger selves to their current selves. It's just so interesting to reflect on. Feel free to check out my food snack reviews as well as to check out my Revisiting the 90s Childhood series. Those will be linked in the cards as well as down below in the description box. But I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.